Hey, welcome back to GearZ, where we are blasting through the assembly of the SR-71 Rapid Tool Express. Now, as you can see, the body is back on the chassis, and the wheels and tires are on, and the front sheet metal is put together. And with the stance and the blower and the T-bird bumper, man, this thing is looking awesome on the outside. Now we're going to turn our attention to that interior, and we're going to finish that up. Come on. The floor and firewall are first. So we got sound deadening, we got carpet, and we got a firewall cover from LMC Truck. We're trimming them up now, and once we get everything all cleaned up here, we'll finish it off with some floor mats. We'll follow that with the iDidit brushed stainless steel tilt steering column. Now we have a matching column drop and floor mount to make a super clean assembly both under the dash and down on the floor through the carpet. The gauges are next, and there's no way we could use this original bezel and this original gauge and idiot lights on this truck. There's no way. So we had the guys at Neely Precision whittle us out a new bezel out of aluminum. And then we had the guys at Classic Instruments build us some custom gauges. Now check this out. You have the smaller temperature gauge and volts. Then over here you got oil and fuel around the perimeter. Then in the center you have the tach and the speedometer. And they all have the aircraft bezels around them so they look right. But if you look closely, come on back here, check this out. Look at the faces on there. You see the SR-71, you see artificial horizons. I mean, these are cool. Look like they came right out of an aircraft. Now, obviously, we need a special steering wheel, too. We found exactly what we were looking for at Billet Specialties in what they call the draft steering wheel. Now, this is a 14-inch aluminum wheel with a classic half-leather wrap that Billet Specialties is so famous for. But it was the cool styling of the spokes and the polish and the rivets and the leather that really sold us on this for this style of this build. It's going to look great in there. Now, to mount the wheel, we're using this low-profile brushed aluminum adapter and horn button from iDidit. Okay, anytime you're laying out an interior or doing electrical work, don't forget your wiring harness, because you don't want to reuse that old junk. Now for this project, we're going to use this Pro Series harness from Painless because it's specifically designed to make aftermarket parts work together. So things like that steering column and those gauges and this engine, this will make them all play together nicely because you have all the connections, all the hookups to make that happen. And now is the time to lay it out. Now, I know you've been wondering about these door panels. Well, knock it off. You're not supposed to see these yet. Get out of here. Get going. All right. If you insist, this is what we did on the door panels. This is something we created with the guys at Kustoms in Kentucky. Now, we started out, we made these metal panels out of aluminum and rivets to match all the other aluminum rivets that we've done on the rest of the vehicle. Then this lower panel here is an original piece from LMC Truck. And then we made this panel and sent them off to the guys at Kustoms. And they put the upholstery on. Now notice here at the bottom, they not only put a little pocket in there to give us more room, but it's also in the shape of an original SR-71 emblem. So that's really cool. Now even though these are three different pieces, they're designed to work together to look like one panel when they're all together. Of course, we finished it off with some handles from Lokar. So now we're ready to put the seats in. And that brings us to the outside of the truck and the final details out here. Now for paint, we have a special military stealth paint that we're going to put on, and we have a special SR-71 logo that's going to go here. Now, some of you might be thinking, now wait a minute, weren't you going to put some Thunderbird fins and taillights back here? I was, but Thunderbird was not my first choice. My first choice was 60 Chrysler or Desoto fins, and those are almost impossible to find unless you know where to look. Come on. Keep coming. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Keep coming. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. A lot to see here. It's a 1960 Desoto four-door that was rotting away in the field. I found it here. Look at those fins. Look at that. That's the fin that I was after. That's what's going to go on the SR-71. So now that we've got our fins, and they're rust-free too, now that we've got our fins, we can put some wings on that thing.